Hey everyone, this is Sebi from Valorant Central. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a new character named Breach that was leaked recently. And in this video we're going to be looking at everything we know about them so far, including all of their abilities and their ultimate. Now before we get into that, if you'd like to stay up to date on all things Valorant, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We cover all the latest news, esports highlights, and everything related to the game. Also, drop this video a like if you find it informative and helpful. We really appreciate it. Now, so far, there's very little gameplay for Breach. What is shown on screen is the only footage we have of him. So all the information that we have is coming directly from this short video, as well as from streamers who got the chance to play Breach in the test event this past weekend. They shared all their information in an article with .esports, so a lot of information is coming from them. So from a visual perspective, we know that Breach has a ginger beard and mustache, and they also said he's a brute character, so we can expect it to be pretty big because he's going to be like a tank in Valorant. Now what's special about this character, however, is during the playtest, he was said to be one of the most overpowered agents, and this was because his abilities and ultimate were said to be much more powerful than everyone else's. Now, although we do want to have as many characters as balanced as possible, this is good news because it shows us that Valorant isn't just a game focused on the gunfighting aspect. So this makes it clear that the abilities and ultimates do play a key role in the gameplay, so you're going to have to take that into consideration when choosing where to play and even how you decide to play the game. So Valorant's not going to be like CSGO, which just requires good aim. There's also going to be some teamwork and strategy involved with the abilities and ultimates that each character has. So far what we know is that there are 3 categories of abilities for every character in Valorant. So there's their signature ability that the agent always has, and that's on the E button. So by signature ability, we mean that every single round the agent has this ability unlocked and ready to use. Each agent also has one ultimate ability that they work towards by gaining XP during the game. And then each agent also has 2 buyable abilities that must be purchased before the round begins, and these are marked on the C and Q keys on your keyboard. Now when looking into Breach, his signature ability is called Fault Line, and this is similar to a stun grenade, so when you use it, it's going to slow the enemy and also sway their aim. Breach's first buyable ability is called Flashpoint, and this is going to be similar to a flashbang grenade, which basically blinds the enemy and distorts their in-game sounds. Their ultimate ability is called Rolling Thunder, and is said to deal massive amounts of damage to the enemies. And lastly, we have Breach's second buyable ability, and this is called Aftershock. And unfortunately, this is the only ability that we don't know much about. We're told, though, that this ability will be binded on the C key. And by looking at other character gameplay that's already been released, we can get a better idea of what Aftershock is going to do when Breach uses it. So when you look at Phoenix, his ability on the C key is called Blaze, and that basically forms a wall of flame which can block vision and damage anyone passing through it. When you look at Sova, his ability on the C key is an owl drone, which is basically a drone he deploys, and when he marks enemies, his teammates are able to see the enemy locations. And then when you look at Sage, her C ability is called Barrier Orb, which is a large solid wall that she places up. So we get the idea that all of the C abilities are essentially there to help your team as a whole. They're not really specific to you. They're there to help everyone on your team. So based on that and the fact that it's called Aftershock, it seems like it's going to be an ability that after the enemy does something, it will do something in return to your team. So the way I think it's going to work, for example, is when Breach calls it in, there's going to be a specific area on the map that's going to be mapped out where the ability is going to be in effect. So when your team is standing in this marked out area, and let's say they take damage from the other team, some things that could possibly happen are you can take less damage, you can make the enemies take damage themselves, or even possibly you can make your team do more damage in return. I think all of these are definitely options, but let me know in the comments section below what you think about Breach so far, as well as what you think the Aftershock ability is going to do. It's only a matter of time before we get more gameplay of him and some of these questions are answered, but I think it looks like a pretty interesting character so far. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you'd like to stay up to date with all things Valorant, as we post videos nearly every day covering everything you need to know. Also, be sure to drop this video a like if you did find the information useful and helpful. I have also recently made a Discord and a Twitter, so feel free to join the Discord or follow me on Twitter. Links to both of those will be pinned in the comment section. That's about it for this video though, and thanks for watching.